welcome to Community Voice, your local gateway to all things small businesses. Today, we share with you the vibrant artist collective and multi-purpose studio that is redefining community engagement. New and blooming in the heart of downtown Willoughby, this artistic haven is currently home to 29 extraordinary featured artists. Welcome Sydnee Wiland, owner, and Mira Lindermeier, manager of SuperBloom Studios. Hey guys.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. Well, we'll jump right in. Sydnee, tell us how SuperBloom Studios bloomed.
You're so cute. About 3 years ago, I started working with resin. I found that as a medium. Well, it found me, I think. And I started working with flowers, and I just had this vision. I wanted to preserve bouquets. I wasn't sure how that was going to happen, but I taught myself how to do everything. I researched stuff, and I was just like, okay, let's go. I want to make this work. How do we make this happen? This opportunity landed in my lap through resin art. Shout out Kristen at Merkel's. And yes, she was very pivotal in helping me land this place and giving me the confidence to put my art out there in a different way. And once I had this opportunity, I just knew that I couldn't just keep all this for myself, that I needed this to be a collective, and I was called to create a community of people. And it's been very beautiful.
Well, welcome to the community.
Thank you.
Mira, tell us your role here at SuperBloom Studios and share with us your journey as an artist.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the studio manager, and really just started as being one of the featured artists here in the studio. And as soon as I involved myself in the space, I realized there's more here for me and more to my journey as an artist, and so really that connects back to what I'm all about, which is where my spirituality and my art intersect. Very connected to the earth, everything she has to offer. And found in 2021 when I got COVID that my health changed and my whole life kind of had to change, and I needed something else that wasn't existing on a couch and going to doctors and figuring out, well, my life changed, I have to change with it. And I started reading tarot cards, I started making jewelry, I started foraging in my garden and slowly building up what I was able to do health-wise and art-wise. And that let my spirituality blossom within that and gave me what I needed to push through and just find that new purpose. So I always kind of like to say destruction is a form of creation, and my old life really was broken down, but what came out of it was the truer me that needed to be there, and the studio just lifts that up, brings that out of me.
Absolutely.
So I knew I had to be here. Sydnee just had to accept it, I think.
And I did.
For everyone. Right?
Yeah,
There's
for
always
real.
that resistance and then the allowing.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, what types of art forms do you currently have in the shop?
Oh, my favorite, I think, is the wire wrappings. A Crow's Comforts has been awesome. Allison there is amazing at her wire wraps. That's my favorite thing, I think. But we have crystals, we have fused glass, we have mixed media. We have a digital artist that loves to print her stuff on anything. Leggings,
Awesome.
purses, all kinds of
Puzzles.
stuff. Puzzles.
Fun.
Yes.
I think it's easier to ask what don't we have, honestly, because having, with 29, 30 different artists, you're going to have something for everybody here, and we all just get to bring what we want to the table, and it just flows so well.
Yeah, and I will be taking, some, if I'm allowed to, take pictures
Absolutely.
or videos to
Please,
share
yes.
at the end of the video
Yes.
so everyone can see, but stop in yourself.
Yes, please. Come say hi.
So how can an artist apply to sell their stuff here in your shop?
Well, I have had some people come in and just inquire, how do I do that? So I do have all the forms for that here. But also, I would say go to the website, superbloomstudios.net. There's an artist application tab on there. Click that. It'll walk you through the prompts. I'll reach out, and then we can make it happen.
Awesome.
It's not scary, I promise. I did it.
All you need is confidence. That's always what I say. If you have the confidence to put it out there, that's all I require.
That's great advice. All right, so I understand you guys host events too.
We are, yes.
Can you describe what is your vision for your future events, and do you have any events on your calendar currently?
Yeah, so we actually just had a little get together about what we are wanting out of our events and how we want to help the community. Because again, like this really just come to me as like, hey, it's your time to build this community. So we want to have like paint nights and things like that, but I also want to highlight energy work and Reiki and bringing in like sound bowls and breath work and all of these things that help clear and break down our nervous system and soothe that. I think that that's part of why people get into art, is to soothe themselves and to have an outlet to put their feelings into. I know that that is what art did for me. A big thing, I went through a lot of grieving periods recently, and art has really helped me put my feelings and my emotions into something. And obviously it has created this, and I have just allowed that to flourish, and I want everybody to experience that. I want everyone to be like, my art helped me move through this, and I created this when I was going through a hard time, and I can see how that helped me now. So the classes and events, we have a Reiki share coming up this Sunday from 3 to 6. It's an open house style, so come at any point in time. That will be a good little teaser, so we're going to have a lot of those. And yes, so paint nights, we're going to make signs, we want to do tie-dye, we have all of these really awesome ideas.
We're planning a psychic fair. We've got that in the works. We've got October, Friday the 13th, so we're seeing, well, that seems like too good of a day to pass up.
Yes.
Is the Reiki share free? Sorry for interrupting.
Donation based. So we will have like a little thing for donations, and then if you can't donate anything, we know that like it will all come back around. We actually have a little take what you need. So we have little affirmations, little coupon things in there, just little like
crystals,
trinkets,
shells, just those things we might need to connect. And yeah, they'll find who they need, and we'll find what we need along the way, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yes.
I will also post all of the information about your events when I post this too.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so what's the best way for people to stay up to date on all of SuperBloom Studios happenings?
You can sign up for our newsletter. That is also on our website, superbloomstudios.net. I would say that's the best way. I did send out a little newsletter for the Reiki share, so if you got that, awesome. Otherwise, you can follow us on Instagram. We have Facebook as well. All of the things.
Yeah, you'll see me post a lot about little reels about what we're doing here in the store and highlighting our events and the pop-ups that we have. So it's always a fun way to see if you couldn't make something, what was it like, and see what's kind of coming up. So.
Yep, absolutely. Well, is there anything else you ladies want to share?
I don't believe so. I'm like, we could talk all day if you let me.
Really, I think the only thing that I want to share is just that with our events, I think we're really looking to build that community connection. So if there's any other businesses who see that we're up their alley with what they're offering, or there's something they don't have the space for, or they think that we fit that, or vice versa, I really think that is how we will integrate ourselves and become what we can be to serve the community at our best. So yeah, that's only really going to happen by connecting with you and the others around us. So
Yep, we host pop-up events too, so any artists that don't necessarily want to sell their art here on consignment, you are more than welcome to come up, pop up a table. We will
hang out for the day.
we will network you. We can cross network on socials to promote artists and get people in here. A friend of mine, Sage and Honey Homestead, she comes in and brings fresh bread and she makes sourdough bread and farm fresh eggs and butter and all those things. So I'm very open to not just art, that is a totally different form of art, and we are here for all of it.
All creation.
Yeah, yes.
Right. Well, I think you guys are awesome, and thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Answering these questions, getting to know each other a little bit. Make sure you stop into SuperBloom Studios. You definitely want to check out all of their art. I will link all of their information in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Take care and shop local.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.